The Athletics' Jeff Howe now joins me to make sense of the Patriots this week. Stunned by the Colts 27-17 on Saturday night. Did not look like that team that we saw with their 7-game win streak. So, Jeff, let's start with the defense. Bill Belichick's calling card has taken away what you do best. For the Colts, that's Jonathan Taylor. He put up 170 yards on the Pats' defense's head. What went wrong for that unit trying to slow down JT?
Well, first of all, the Colts are just good. I mean, they have a really good offensive line, and Jonathan Taylor has been the best running back in the NFL this season. So it's hard to take away an entire running game. I know, like, that whole Belichick cliche, take away, do what you do best, or, that's been so prevalent for so long. But, that doesn't always necessarily apply to an opposing running back when, that's just such a big operation. The Patriots defense, aside from like one long drive in the first half, and then, of course, that 67-yarder at the end of the game, they played well enough to give the offense a chance to win. It was just, you set yourself up for that opportunity. You've got Dante Hightower and Devin McCourty set to fill that gap to bring down Jonathan Taylor on second down, and they couldn't do it. I mean, I think they're going to take their chances with those two in one gap every single time. It was just the rare opportunity that they got beat.
Of course, that was a 2017 game, and then JT broke that run with about 2 minutes left. Now, you mentioned the offense, and we'll hone in on Mac Jones. He looked like, a rookie, which he is, the first 3 quarters, then found his poise in the fourth, finished with 2 touchdowns, had 2 picks as well. What did you learn about Mac Jones in this game?
Yeah, I mean, of course, high compete level, which is good. I mean, this is clearly somebody who can continue to play through a game when you're having tons of adversity, in some cases self-inflicted. And I think he probably missed some opportunities to check some plays or change up some blocking assignments before the snap. Those 2 picks, they were ugly. And one of them particularly, of course, cost the Patriots some points. And this was not a situation where you're going to come out of this game saying, all right, well, Mac Jones can't come back when the Patriots are down 14 and 20 points. This was more of a situation that reaffirms these guys need to help him. He's a rookie quarterback. It doesn't matter how good he's been. There are very few quarterbacks. I don't know if there are any quarterbacks who are going to be able to overcome the fact that, your left tackle had an atrocious first half, giving up a sack, tackling his own running back for a loss. You had some penalties there, ill-timed penalties across the board. That run, the 67-yarder at the end of the game. I mean, mistakes, turnovers, the issues on special teams. I mean, this is just a situation where a rookie quarterback is going to need a whole lot more help.
This Sunday, back at home, hosting the Bills, then hosting the Jaguars after that. For Buffalo, they have the Pats, then the Falcons. How do you see these next 2 weeks playing out for both of these teams?
Well, I guess I'll start by saying I don't know what's going to happen at Gillette Stadium. I can say with a pretty great amount of confidence these teams are going to win their following games. Jaguars, Falcons, not really big threats to either one of them. But look, the division comes down to Sunday, and you've got to win this. Both sides have to win this game if they have any plans of winning this division and hosting a playoff game. The Patriots still trying to keep themselves alive for that #1 seed. They're going to need a good break over the next 3 weeks in order for that to happen, but they cannot afford to drop 2 in a row. Then you've got a much more difficult season finale in Miami coming up on the back end of that stretch too. So Patriots, it's not going to end their season, whatever. They're still going to get have a solid chance to get into the playoffs if they fall to Buffalo. But you're going to give yourself a much easier road in the playoffs. Potentially, if you win that first game, let's say you beat Buffalo, you win that first game in the playoffs, you're not necessarily going to Kansas City in the second round. So this game is important for everything that they're trying to do in January.
Talking about helping out a rookie quarterback, you want to keep him away from Arrowhead in the postseason, that's for sure. Jeff Howe, The Athletic, always appreciate you joining me, brother. Thanks for everything.
Of course, thank you.